Welcome to Thursday, September 25th, 2025. Your Day Weather Podcast is being brought to you by the Advocate Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in an accident, don't face it alone. Get an experienced local Wyoming attorney on your side. Free consultations at wyomingadvocates.com or call 307-800-1952. You deserve an advocate. Well, overall, pretty quiet weather coming our way. So we're going to have a lot of blue sky during the day, clear skies at night, especially here for the next 3 days. There will be more cloudiness moving into the region on Sunday. But for the next 3 days, you'll have views like that of the autumn moon and a great opportunity, a really good opportunity over the next 3 days to get some great fall colors. If you want to go up into the mountains and get some great pictures, it's going to be very nice through Saturday. The only reason I don't throw Sunday in there is that Sunday will have some high and mid-level clouds and a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity. That's because a cutoff upper level low is going to meander in the southwestern United States. So there's going to be showers and thunderstorms and more clouds in that area between now through the weekend, while a large part of the central and northern plains and the central and northern Rockies will just have gorgeous, very nice September weather. Now, we're still expecting this pattern change mid to late next week. Right around Wednesday and Thursday of next week, there'll be something coming off the Pacific. Our confidence is still not really good past 7 days. We still have a wide variety of different solutions, and we're still looking at more in the way of weather coming in early October. Nothing that looks really big or looming or threatening at the moment, but a little bit more of an active pattern as we get into October. Beautiful shot there from the Wyoming range in western Wyoming with those blue September skies and those amazing fall colors really showing themselves as we head here into this last weekend of September. And frosty mornings across the region over the last couple of days, especially up in the higher elevations where that storm system brought great rain and some high country snow to the region. But now we're moving into some high pressure and some really nice weather conditions. There's the cutoff low over California. Here's your high pressure ridge, a little bit of an omega pattern, but it's not stagnant. It's going to move along here. We're going to see really nice weather today. We do have a little ripple right here that's going to move across the U.S.-Canadian border tomorrow. Now, it doesn't look like much, but there will be a bit of a cool front along this disturbance moving across southern Canada. Notice the gradient. There is a bit more in the way of upper-level winds coming in. This will translate to a bit of wind. For Montana and the Dakotas, north and northeastern Wyoming, eastern Wyoming, western areas of Nebraska, it's going to get a little breezy on Friday. The wind will be up a bit, nothing crazy, but this is a little wave coming on through, so need to mention that. There's your upper-level low in the desert southwest. And that is going to be producing some showers and thunderstorms. Here's the wind I'm talking about for tomorrow. So these are the forecasted wind gusts. So you can see there's going to be an area where it's going to be a bit breezy on Friday. Strongest up near that low near the U.S.-Canadian border, but brisk winds nonetheless in those areas. And then if we look at that upper-level low that's back here, the counterclockwise flow will bring subtropical moisture in. So for California, over into Las Vegas, into the southern and central parts of Utah, Arizona and New Mexico in particular, shower and thunderstorm activity will be noted. The showers and thunderstorms that are further north into parts of Wyoming and northern and northwest Colorado, this is Sunday. This is Sunday right here. It's basically today through Saturday into these areas right here is where the showers and thunderstorms will be the most numerous. So that's where the clouds will be, the showers and thunderstorms. But you can see there's a large area elsewhere, though, where there's really not much going to be happening with the threat of precipitation for the next several days. As we take a look at the weather pattern towards the middle of next week, as we mentioned, there's that typhoon out in the Pacific that's getting brought up into the jet stream flow. We're also seeing, as I'll show you in a minute, the Atlantic is really starting to pop now in terms of some tropical storm and hurricane activity. And this does play a role in sort of the long-range trends of the models. Still kind of have a difficult time gauging the atmosphere on a whole, big picture-wise, over the northern hemisphere over the next couple of weeks when you start to add these tropical influences. So I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing all week, showing you the different model suites. right around the 1st of October next Wednesday. We have a trough and a front pushing in to the Pacific Northwest and the Central and Northern Rockies on the European model here right on the 1st of October. This is not a terribly cold situation, but it will be cooler, and it will bring back into the western United States a bit more of an active weather pattern. The AI version is not quite as strong, but also keeps a little bit more in the way of energy on the backside to come in later next week. The Canadian and the GFS models are getting a little bit closer to the European solution here. So as you can see, as you get closer, and this is true on weather modeling, the closer you get, the better they're going to start to agree. But you can see here, we're talking about something 6 days out, starting to get a little bit of a better idea. But as we'll say many, many times, in this time of year, with these strong jet stream winds and stormy weather out in the North Pacific, in the Aleutians, the Alaska, eventually one of these comes in and will be stronger and will dig further south, opening the door to Canadian air. But that's not on the table yet, at least here for the next 6 or 7 days. But we do see some weather coming in right around the 1st, and then another system coming in probably 5 or 6 days after that. And those will be a little bit more robust and will pack a bit more of a punch. In the meantime, there's just not a lot happening, so enjoy it. Take advantage of this good weather, especially if you want to check out the fall colors in the days ahead. The tropics heating up. Gabrielle is headed out to really the middle of nowhere and dissipating, but this Humberto here is going to end up becoming a major hurricane and is going to be heading towards the southeast coast. We'll track that as we get a little bit closer. There's going to be new development here. We may actually have 2 hurricanes going on at once as we get into the weekend and into early next week. And that'll be something to watch for the eastern seaboard, maybe parts of the Gulf. Certainly for this part of the world right here, they're going to be dealing with hurricane activity and some big hurricane threats out in the eastern Pacific. We still got a Hurricane Narda out there floating around, and we'll need to keep a track of that system as well in terms of where the moisture goes with it as it heads west and dissipates. Have yourself a great Thursday. Enjoy this beautiful September weather.